What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. Now, this comic dropped into my inbox last night. I don't know what the heck they got going on with their digital stuff, but this comic was supposed to release on Wednesday. They moved it to next week, and then it released last night. But you know what? Whatever, we're going with it. This is Absolute Green Lantern issue number 5. We have the battle between Joe Green Lantern and Hal Jordan Black Hand. Now, this story starts with a recounting of events. Hammond kind of learning what happened from pretty much our only survivor. When that lantern had fallen from the sky, all the man remembers is a rumbling, that everything was gone, the buildings decimated, and Hal Jordan nowhere to be seen. Now, he assumes that everybody's dead because there's no way that Hal would leave him behind. He keeps saying that the alien Abenzor is the one that got them, but he was pinned down, so he only heard what happened next. This is where we see Hal Jordan up against Abenzor, gun pointed at him. Hal Jordan is demanding to know what happened to Joe. Now, Abenzor tries to tell Hal that she has power without understanding, that she is an anomaly. And anomalies, they can't exist in the spectrum of light. Because of this, she will be sought. She will be hunted, telling Hal Jordan to be with fear. Hal unloads. He shoots that gun until it is empty. He fills Abenzor full of holes. And with Abenzor's dying breath, he grabs hold of Hal Jordan's hand. He says, "Judgment, Hal Jordan, the Black Hand." As we see him start to melt into a black goo, the Black Hand then takes hold of him. Abenzor telling him that judgment is no longer in progress, that an Abenzor cannot be appointed. How far out is the world that's coming? To be with fear, to fear the Black Hand, to fear the Black Star. And throughout these comics, Abenzor has been so cryptic, to the point where not even I understand fully what Abenzor's doing here. But it's seeming that Abenzor more and more is almost like a messenger. Now, we know the Absolute Universe is just flipped upside down. Everything sideways, everything is left, right, and the story just twisting and turning in all directions. But we're slowly and surely getting more information. As we hop over elsewhere, we pick up with Joe. We pick up with Hal Jordan. They are in the current midst of their battle. And Hal Jordan, he's enraged. The full power of the Black Hand he is accessing. And he's asking Joe, what the hell happened? Like, I thought he killed you. The cafe fell down around us. A flash of green light, and then Joe was gone. That's why he pulled the trigger. That's why he killed Abenzor. So now he's asking why. Why all of this? And what happened to you? This is when Joe tells him that this happened. Displaying her powers, she says that the Green Lantern happened. It fell out of the sky. Everything in her was screaming to get out before it hit. Next thing she knows, she's in the desert. No idea where, but feeling like she's being pulled somewhere. Being pulled towards Hal Jordan. But Hal says, no, you were being pulled towards the Black Hand, because it keeps getting stronger. It's taking control. It's killing people. And it's corrupting his mind, making the anger, the rage take over, and blaming Joe for all of this. That she brought down the Green Lantern. She destroyed Evergreen. She stole the power from Abenzor. She is the anomaly. It was you, and it was that ring. Demanding that she take off that ring. After everything that she has been through, Joe refuses. And we see her unleash the fury of Green Lantern. And so as their battle continues and rages on, we pick up with Hammond. Now at this point, he's pretty much taken over Evergreen. And now he's trying to figure out how they're going to move this lantern. They can't break through it. They can't move it. Right now, they're kind of at a loss. But while this is happening, in the distance, they can see the fight. The fight between Black Hand and Green Lantern is headed directly back for Evergreen. Now, Hammond at this point, he's figuring out whatever's going on here. These two, they have some kind of connection to it. If this giant lantern that has crushed the city is a puzzle box, then that flying towards us, that's the key. And so while this battle rages, we see the lantern begin to rise up. Hammond is quickly saying that she is not the key to a puzzle box. She's the keys to the ignition as that giant lantern begins to glow, rising back up into the sky. And as Joe is just throwing Hal around, she fights with all of her strength, empowered by the lantern. But then a voice calls out to them, a voice from the darkness. This is where we find both Hal and Joe. They find themselves in this darkness. But in here, we also find somebody else. A golden light beacon, a circle symbol on his chest. And he tells both of them to be without fear. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Man, this is one cryptic ass story. Now, of all the absolute stuff, a lot of it is jumping right to the point. It's jumping right into the fray. This is who Superman is. This is who Batman is. This is who Wonder Woman is. But when it comes to the Green Lanterns, they are truly cloaking everything that's going on. But let's try to decipher what's happening. Abenzor shows up. He shows up with a giant lantern, and then he begins judging everybody. Now, who he is judging for and what he is judging for, we have to assume he's judging to see if any of them are compatible or capable of becoming a Green Lantern. At least that's the first initial thought right off rip. And of course, Hal Jordan, all of them, they don't have any idea what's going on. They just see their friends disappearing. They have to assume that something bad or horrible is happening to them. But then Joe disappears. Somehow her gold ring interacting with Abenzor, and this kind of imbuing the ring with Green Lantern powers. Now, it's unclear if this takes away Abenzor's power, but when Hal Jordan is outraged, he kills Abenzor, and Abenzor says some very cryptic things. He says that un-Abenzor cannot be assigned. So are there many Abenzors? Is Abenzor the messenger for all Green Lanterns? Is this like a cloning situation, a robotic situation? And so while we try to figure out all of that, it seems like maybe a punishment for killing Abenzor is the Black Hand, grabbing hold of Hal Jordan and telling him to be with fear, that this all-consuming thing is gonna take you over. And of course, Hal Jordan at this point has no idea what the hell is going on, but he knows this anger's taking him over, and this anger is all directed towards a Green Lantern. And so while he battles Joe, they get taken into this darkness and this place without light, and it appears that they found John Stewart, but almost like I would dare I say ascended John Stewart. Something more, something golden, maybe even enlightened and understanding what's happening, which means next issue we could finally get a full grasp of how the Green Lanterns work in the Absolute Universe. All in all though, it wasn't a bad comic. So far it's been a lot of fun. I kind of wish they would hurry it up a little bit and help us understand what the hell they're doing, but the suspense is enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. The mystery behind it all, I cannot wait to find out what the heck is happening. And of course, how this all connects with Darkseid. But you guys, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with not only Absolute Green Lantern, but everything with DC Comics Absolute Universe. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you're getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.